Hey guys, it's Mana, and welcome to Alternative Unicorn, a weekly show where I discuss spirituality, mental health, and airy-fairy new age stuff. For today's first episode, I'm going to discuss the top 10 things that help me battle my chronic depression. A lot of these things on this list are definitely things that you've heard before, and some of them might be new to you. Number 10, spiritual regiment. This can mean anything from going to church, to being part of a congregation, to your meditative practice, to prayer, to whatever it is that you believe in, whether you believe in God, a higher power, a maker, the universe. I don't really care what it is that you believe in, as long as you have some type of spiritual practice that helps ground you and get you in touch with some force outside of you. Me personally, I spend my day first off in meditation and prayer. I pray for gratitude to what I consider as God, and I meditate to quiet my mind. And if I do not do this practice, my life completely alters. I find that my mental health and my stability goes way down. So I wouldn't do anything to sacrifice spiritual regiment in my life. I think it's very important. Find something that works for you, whatever it is that you believe in. And if you don't know, I suggest you explore that. Number 9, get enough sleep, but not too much. This is super difficult to find that perfect balance of what kind of sleep you need. Me personally, I'm a solid 8 hours kind of a girl. If I get too little, I get depressed, and I get too much, I get depressed. Try your best to find that perfect balance for you. Give yourself a bedtime. Try to be strict with it. Remove your electronics from your bedroom if you need. Anything that you need to do that helps you get in that bed and get to sleep on time, make that a priority in your life, because too much sleep and not enough sleep is really like a first thing that pushes our depression and our anxiety out of control. Number 8, eat foods that make you feel lighter. I'm a big girl. I know that. That's totally obvious. And for me, foods are something that really impacts the way that I feel about myself. If I'm eating crappy food and putting a bunch of fast food and processed food and nonsense into my body, it completely changes my depressive states. Find what food matches the best homeostasis. I don't know what kind of diet that is. That's something that everyone needs to explore for themselves. I don't know if vegan is right, or gluten-free is right, or casein is right, or raw is right, or if I don't know what works for you. For me, I feel emotionally and mentally the best when I don't eat a ton of processed food. That's just my personal experience. This is something for you to explore for yourself, but I absolutely think that the things that we put in our body affect our mental health and affect our depressive states. So just consider it. Number 7, limit alcohol consumption. This seems super obvious, but at the same time, not super obvious, because when we're depressed and we're sad and we're having a really difficult time feeling happy and getting going, we run for depressants. It's the craziest, thing that we do as human beings. We're I've had a bad day, I'm gonna drink a beer. That's not what we should do. If you're feeling bad, don't add things that make you feel worse. But if you actually suffer from chronic depression like I do, you have a legitimate daily depression that you have to battle, you should not be drinking. It's not good for you. And if you find that someone that suffers from depression, if drinking is not adding to that for you, if you can honestly say that you feel great in the morning after you've been out all night drinking and you don't feel depressed and it doesn't have peaks and lows, then this is not for you. But for everybody else that notices alcohol changes your depressive states, might want to cut back on drinking. On the side. Try cutting out liquor first. Just cut out one thing at a time. Just try it. Just try it. I promise you. Number 6, earth. What is earthing? Earthing is the term that I use to describe being outside. We're not supposed to be inside all the time, and I get really stuck in ruts. I get really stuck inside. I want to be inside. But earthing is walking outside for 5 minutes with your feet in the grass. Try it. It'll connect you to the earth, it'll connect you to life, and it'll get you to look around at all of the things that are going on outside in the world. And hopefully it'll make you feel better, not worse. But usually for me, if I spend a little bit of time outside, touching a tree, as cliche as that is, it feeds me. It feeds my soul. Earth. Touch the grass, touch some flowers, touch a tree, it'll help. Number 5, vitamin sunshine. This goes really hand in hand with earth, so the same as like going outside and touching the ground. Go outside and get some sun. It's really good for you. You literally need the vitamins in the sun, and if you live in a place like Washington or Alaska, you don't get a ton of sunshine, like get a seasonal effective lamp. I heard those are really helpful. But if you don't need a seasonal effective lamp and you can go outside, please go outside. Just get some of those baby sunshine rays on your face and feel the difference. Do it every day. And if you hate the sunlight, too bad. You need it. You need it. And if you hate being outside that bad, then also get a seasonal effective lamp. It'll help you. I promise you. It will literally help you. Number 4, take a shower. Take a shower every day if you can. It's very difficult for me to like get my ass in a shower, but it changes your life. Ritual and regiment is one of the things that has really helped me battle my depression, and getting in the shower is that difference between me having a productive day and having a day where I do nothing and I wallow and it gets worse. But yes, take a shower no matter what. Be clean. Help your body cleanse itself. It's being good to your body. You'll smell good, you'll look good, and you will feel 100 times better if you start your day with a shower. Number 3, self-care. Now, self-care is anything that you do that is just for you in the day. My personal thing that I do for self-care is put on makeup, like crazy lip colors specifically. I really like wearing different color lips. You'll probably see all kinds of different lip colors if you continue to watch my videos, because it's something that makes me feel super fun and whimsical, and it feels good to do. Makeup for me, it's not something that I do because I feel bad about myself and I don't want people to see me without makeup. It's something that like takes time and tendering. It's artistic, it's creative. I enjoy elements of spending that time on myself because I love myself, because I care about myself. And whatever it is that you need to do that helps you feel better, please do it every day. Make sure you are at least taking 30 minutes out of your day every day dedicated just to your self-care, your interests, what you want to do, what no one else wants to do. Give it to yourself. Take care of yourself. This is so important. Depression, like we are battling not feeling good. So let's not add to that. Let's do one thing a day just for you. Number 2, make your bed. This sounds a little trivial and very simple, but it's actually changed my life. My whole life I never made my bed. I was always very chaotic and couldn't figure out things. And when I made these lists, these top 10 lists, and I was working on them, I wrote make your bed in there, and I was not making my bed. And so I kind of stalled to make this video and put this in there until some of the things on the list I actually started to really make sure I was incorporating. So I was like living my lists and believing in them and being that. And I have been making my bed every day. And oh my God, to my surprise, it has changed my life. It's changing my day because I am way less likely to get back in my bed if it is made and I spend the time to like make it all nice and pretty and like decorate it and make it a nice place. And then when I get in bed at night, I'm like, I don't know. It's just a different experience. I highly recommend it. If it's something you don't do and you have a hard time getting going and getting out of your rut, make your bed. Small steps for some people, giant steps for people with depression, like chronic depression. Making your bed every day is like something you can be proud of yourself. You're making your bed every day, be proud. You deserve to be proud of that. It is totally something I took for granted and I never did, and it is changing my world. The number one thing that I do to help myself with depression, and I have done this for a very long time, is I actually don't try to fight my depression, if that makes any sense. I know that sometimes the way I feel is not the reality. I know that things will get better. I'm definitely not a victim to my depression, but I don't try to stop it. Sometimes what resists persists, and the more I push against myself, the more that I try to say, oh, you feel this way, stop feeling this way, like the worse it gets. So my number one thing to really reiterate is sometimes if you are having a bad day, be in that. Just say, I'm having a bad day. Allow those feelings to exist. Don't go like abuse other people. Don't put your stuff on everyone else. But if you are really having like a depressive day and you can't get out of it, sometimes don't fight it. If you're feeling like, overly depressed, absolutely consult and talk to somebody. Don't let yourself get too down in that hole. Like, figure out what that balance is for yourself of like how deep in your depression you can go. And sometimes you can just like have a depression day and it's okay. I don't know what's right for you, but it is really important to figure that out. But for me, like I said, what resists persists. And sometimes the more that I allow my feelings to just exist and be what they are, the less likely they are to really control me and control my life. Depression is as a result of life. It's as a result of traumas. It's as a result of things. It's a result of chemical imbalances in some of us. There's so many reasons why people suffer from depression that I don't want any of you to ever feel like, what's wrong with me? I asked myself that question for many years and many years too long. And now I live with it. I manage it. I'm dealing with it. And hopefully some of these things that I put on this list are helpful for you to manage your life and your depression. They are not cure-alls. And absolutely, at the end of the day, I'm going to say at the end of every video, if you do suffer from depression, mental illness, bipolar disorder, or anything where you are chronically plagued by certain things that are affecting your life, talk to a therapist. I love therapists. I love therapy. Talk to a counselor, a spiritual counselor, a guru, whatever it is that you need to do to not go at this alone. You don't have to go through this alone. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you subscribe to my channel below. Leave comments, send an email. I'd love to hear about the top 10 things that help you in your day with your depression. I'm very interested to see some ways and some tips that you guys have. If there are things that I did not mention, let me know. I want all the help that I can get. This is about being a community of mental health. This is about a community of helping each other, and I am open to all of your questions and concerns. Yeah, I look forward to releasing more videos and getting into great discussions with you guys, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks so much.